Hello, awesome artists. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a Native American portrait. So let's talk a little bit about our Native Americans first. The Native Americans were already here whenever the Pilgrims came over from England. The Pilgrims came over from England on the Mayflower, which was a big boat. Now, when the Pilgrims got here, they thought that they had landed in India. Now, India is very far away from the United States. Now, when they first saw the Native Americans, since they thought they were in India, they began calling them Indians. So that's why you hear Native Americans referred to as Indians. People say Native Americans now, but a long time ago, they used to call them Indians. Now, the Native Americans had to do everything by themselves. They wore animal skins, they hunted for food, they cooked their own things on a campfire. They had to totally rely on themselves and on the things that they could grow or find. So Native American life was very different than our life is today. So follow along with me as we draw our cute Native American portrait. Now, if this is a little bit difficult, just feel free to do what you can do. As long as you try, that's always a good thing because you're learning, and sometimes when you push yourself to do things that are a little harder, you will surprise yourself at how much you can actually do. To begin our Native American drawing, we need a circle. So you need to find something to trace, and you're gonna put that right in the middle of your paper. You could use a bowl or a lid maybe. Now when you place it in there, make sure you leave some room for the feathers and room for the shirt. And you will trace around it. You may need some help with this. Sometimes it's good to have a partner, and that way you can do some teamwork. After you trace the circle, we're going to draw a line straight across close to the top of the circle. And then we're going to draw another line underneath. These are parallel lines. Parallel means they never get further apart and they never get closer together. They are an equal distance. Now, I'm going to go ahead while I have my black, and I am going to color in the top of my Native American's head. Native Americans all had dark hair and brown eyes and very tan skin. Okay, so now that I have my hair finished, I am going to do the rest of my hair. Now, to make the hair that's behind the headband, I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to make a U shape, a stretched out U that goes all the way to the side. So I'm going to go all the way to the side here, and then I'm going to go to the other side. Now, sometimes when you're drawing that, maybe your line is too short and it looks like that. Instead of adding another section, just redraw over that line because it will all be covered up whenever you color your hair. Now, if you're using a crayon, press down a little bit harder so that your hair is dark. Remember to color it neatly, and remember to look for all those little peekaboo spaces. You want to cover those up. Next, I'm going to draw eyes on my Native American. So I'm going to choose to do circles, but there may be a different type of eye that you would like to do. Your Indian could have closed eyes, surprised eyes, any kind of eyes that you would like. I am going to make my Indian a girl this time, and I will show you my boy in a few minutes. But I'm going to add some eyelashes. That makes my Indian girl look more like a girl. I'm going to draw a nose and some type of mouth. Since it's a girl, I'm even gonna add lips. Now, if you were doing a boy, your boy drawing might look more like this. You can see that later in the examples. I am now Now, I'm gonna draw a line down for the neck and another line down for the neck. Don't make your neck too skinny because you don't wanna look like you have a Native American lollipop head. So make your neck wide, and then you're gonna turn the corner and go all the way out to the side and all the way out to the side. Now, finding those corners again, you're gonna connect those with a U. This is gonna make your your Native Americans shirt. Now, we need some feathers, and of course we need ears. I forgot the ears. So for the ears, you're gonna draw a letter C beside the I and a backwards C on the other side. It's so fun drawing with lines and shapes and numbers. Now, our Indian will probably have at least one feather. So to make a feather, it's a little bit like a leaf. I usually just draw a really skinny rainbow with a line in the middle. If you'd like to add some other little shorter lines across, you can do that also. I'm gonna add a few more feathers on my Indian. You may add as many or as few as you like. Now, for the Native Americans, the more feathers they had, the more important they were. So I have feathers. I might want to add a pattern on the headband. Maybe I want to do a pattern with some shapes. Remember, a pattern is anything that repeats. And I might want to do a pattern on the shirt. I could do stripes, and I think I will do stripes since I've already done shapes on my headband. So I'm just gonna draw a quick pattern. And I need to finish up my Native American's hair. Now, if yours was a boy, you might want to stop right there. If yours is a girl, you could draw longer hair. So what I do is I draw a line from the bottom of the ear to the shoulder. If I stop too short, I just go back and I fix it. And then this whole little area is gonna be the hair. So remember, don't just leave it like that. It needs to go all the way down. Feel free to add any extra details you like. Maybe a sun, clouds, rainbow, maybe some teepees in the background. You are gonna make it your own. When you're choosing a skin color, choose brown and color lightly. This will give you a skin color that was very much like the Native Americans' tan skin color. Don't forget to color the ears. And don't forget to color the neck because those have skin on them too. Since my Native American is a girl, I'm gonna choose a color for her lips. And Native Americans sometimes painted stripes on their faces. It's up to you what you do on the rest of your Indian.
Do you like my necklace? I'm gonna meet you. Me too.